Right guys, welcome back to this week's video. As you can see, about the purchase a little esab TIG welder. So she's a ET180 and she'll do TIG, stick, that's high frequency TIG, stick and just ordinary scratch start. So yeah, we'll get her out of the box and we'll set her up for a bit of stick. She's supposed to burn 3.2s all day long, so I've been told, so we'll see. Now I won't be doing all day long tonight this evening now, but we'll burn a couple of rods anyway. And then we'll set her up for the TIG as well. So there's no discount with this now, a bar. I bought this out of my own money, but what I did do, and I did get a small discount, I brought my own lead in and I tried it out in their shop. This fit in here. So 99.9% sure she will work the TIG, but won't know for sure until I get her going here this evening. So I look like a right hole. You know yourself, like if I'm wrong, I have to go back and buy the TIG lead. So, but yeah, local enough crowd down in Waterford there. So it was handy enough. Murphy Engineering, if anybody's looking to find out, they're a good company down there. Like I said, bought this out of my own money. There's nothing, there's no favours, no sponsors here and like that now. So, but right, we'll get her out of the box and we'll have a look ahead and we'll play around with her this evening and burn a couple of rods and run a bit of gas through it, and we'll strike an out spark or two and we'll see how we go. Now, as I said, I'm using my own TIG lead, so that's not new. We did get an earth clamp with it, alright, and that's the welder there. So you have your paperwork with a strap if you need to. I wouldn't be using that too often now. So we did that in the box. Yeah. And that in the box. That will go back in the box. And yeah, that's your guarantee. So we'll leave it in the box too and should be alright there. Right, the earth is. And see what length it is. Long enough. So it is. Not a bad little earth, handy enough. Wouldn't take much abuse, but if you're burning heavy welding rods all day long now, it should burn out fast enough. But for how I'm going to be doing with it here, should be A1. Right, we'll plug in this. So I had to put down in the shop to put a 16 amp blue plug on it, so made it very handy. Right, we'll fire up. Right, that fan is noisy till it gets going, but so now we haven't started yet. She's a nice little welder. That fan is noisy. So yeah, see what she's like when she's going. I know she has to have a fan on her now, but that is a noisy fan. Right, we continue on anyway, if you can hear me. I have what's called a quick release gas fitting, which goes in there. Off and on. I do that now one hand, alright. that's that on. Thank you. What we might do now first, I might throw the TIG lead on now first and we'll see, because as you can see there, she's set for TIG. So I'm set for 50 amps. Let me see now what's these. So that's your pre-gas, which is set for, I have it set for 0.5 of a second. So that'll do there. What's next? No, I don't want that one. No. So we'll see what this one here does then. That's 2 TIG, so we want to go to 4 TIG, which is okay there then. Let's do anything else. No. So that's all that does. So we'll have to see now. Oh yeah, so let's just start not percentage. So you want to be up at around, say, 90 or so. Some people have it at 100. More people have it at, I like it at around 85, between 85 and 90. So that's that. So your slope up then, slope up is 0.5. Your slope down, I like a slope down now around, say, 4 seconds or so. That's 4.5 seconds there now, 4.5. So we go 4 seconds of a slope down or so. And then your final one should be down around 10. That's your final percentage. So what that does is bring your amps down right down to the very end. And your post flow gas then, you want to have your post flow gas probably around 4 seconds too, especially if you're doing stainless. And that's it all done then. So that's handy then, alright, yeah. And turn, she's off again. So right, for a small little welder, she has a lot of settings actually. So your first one is your pre-flow gas. So what that means is you will get a small burst of gas before she strikes an arc, say. So if you're doing stainless or you're tacking or something, that means your area around your stainless is going to be nice and clean. It's all purged with gas before she strikes an arc, so everything's going to be very clean. Your percentage ampage before you finally get going is grand. I like to set it around, as I said, as you see there, around 85 to 90. And then when she hits that, for another couple of seconds then, and she'll go back up to 100% then. And then you're running at your 100% of however your ampage is set at. So like your slope up will determine that. So when your slope up is finished, she'll start off at, say, 85% of the power at the first start. And then for however long you have your slope set up for, if it's 0.5 of a second or a second or 2 seconds, then that will slope up the maximum amps that you have it set for then. So your slope down then is when you're going to stop, say. Put your finger on the trigger, she'll slope down for the 3 or 4 seconds. Very good again on stainless or when you're doing carbon pipe. So you won't get a little small pinhole in your tacks or in your weld or anything like that. And then your pre-flow or your post-flow gas then is before you pull your torch away, you'll stop. You won't have any arc, but your post-flow will be going, and that will clean the last of the weld. So yeah, she's a good little plant actually. She's yeah, she have a lot of little bits and pieces to do with her for TIG welding, so that will make life very handy. So right, we'll stick on this torch and hopefully now that will work on it. See how this goes now. That way. plug you out for a minute now. I'll get in on little bits. That. You see what I'm doing? So that there is for your high frequency. This is for your gas. He goes on there. And we put our earth back in then again. Right, I'll give him a small little tighten. Nothing major now because there's no pressure on it at all. Yeah. Right, for the moment of truth, I'll turn on the gas. You can see what that is now. So, if my own TIG lead works, which is all set up with, gas should come out here. And gas is coming out, so that's very good. Let me turn up a small bit. Right. So that's handy now. So that saved myself a few pounds by having my own TIG torch. That what I used to have was, as you would have seen it, was a thermal arc. So now we have a esab Rogue. I never told you the name of it. So that's handy now that the same leads fits the two different makes. Right, so she is actually very nice to TIG weld with. Still a bit noisy, alright, but no, nice to weld with now. So you can see, you can make the hour now. So yeah, she's yeah, she is nice to weld with, alright. So we might get a piece of light pipe or something put on it. See what it's like then. Did something like that maybe. So yes, she's nice to TIG weld with as well. I'm turning her off now, she's noisy. So we were welding that at say 92 amps. So it's only a little light bit of pipe onto about probably 8mm plate or something like that. So yeah, no, I'd have no problems with her TIG welding anyway. So I'd say now what I might do someday is try on a bit of a heavy carbon pipe or something like that now and see what she like then. Alright, that'll test her. So yeah, no, she's very nice, very smooth to weld with. No bother with high frequency starting and stopping, and so yeah, no, she's good now. So yeah, shall we look at, we'll change around, we'll burn a few welding rods there, and we'll see what she's like then as well with the burning of the stick rods. Right, so I like to weld my welding rods with on the negative, so I leave that on the negative. Earth is still there on positive. We'll flip this down now to stick, and we'll burn a few rods. We'll start at 80, shall we? And we'll see then. We'll get a few plates and a few rods, I suppose. Yeah. Your rods now, how are your rods? Right, so we have a couple of 3.2 6013s. Mightn't be able to read that there now. So we'll burn a couple of rods. And I haven't changed either. Still the old broken holder, but you look at. I don't know how many years I have, it was there a long time, so we'll keep using it now. Small bit too cold. We've up to 100. So, 100 now. We'll see then. She's good, very good. That is. Oh, she's lovely to weld with. Oh, smooth out. Smooth is not the word for it. I'll do up the. I'll do the bit of a filler run next, and we'll see how we go with that. Probably need to up the amps now, maybe up to probably 120, I'd say. Yeah, we'll try the 120 and we'll see how we get on then. Should be no bother to it, I'd say though. And I might turn it back down to 110 and we'll see. Now, hopefully you can make that out. So from there to there, I was in 120. So that was 120 amps. And from there to there, then 110. So I said the 120 or maybe 115 might have worked out better, but small bit of spatter, but nothing major. That would play his dirty anyway, so. But other than that, no. That is, can't go too far wrong with that now. No, can't go too far wrong with that now. That is a nice welder to weld with. So, no, happy now about that actually. So yeah, that'll keep me going for a while then. And if it keeps me going for as long as the last one, it'll outdo me then anyway, so it'll be alright. We have a bit of stainless to do, a bit of light wall stainless pipe to do, so we have her just in time. So hopefully we get a good bit of use out of that. I have to do the exhaust on the tractor, that needs doing as well. I have a bit of pipe over there for that, so yeah, she's going to get used. So that's going to be it for this week, guys. Yeah, anybody looking for a little small handy welder, 180 amps, esab Rogue. So no, she's a nice little welder. So she'll TIG weld, stick weld, high frequency, the whole lot. No, if anybody's looking for it, handy little welding plant for a home. You bring that around now anywhere at all. So you'd have no bother at all, sure. No bother at all, even stick welding up and at all with it. Yeah, ideal little plant. Very happy now about that, alright, yeah. So good, we'll leave it there for this week. Hope you enjoyed this little bit of a video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, throw a comment down below, subscribe as always, and look, go on, we'll catch you the next one, alright? Mind yourselves.